I'm Karen Kearns, Professor of Cinema and Television Arts from the Mike Curb College of Arts, Media, and Communication.
And my name is Diane Philibosian, Director of the Institute for Community Health and Well-Being and Professor for the Department of Recreation and Tourism Management from the College of Health and Human Development.
As narrators for the event this evening, it's our pleasure to welcome you to the 31st Annual Honors Convocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for our national anthem, performed by the CSUN Jazz A Band under the direction of Professor Matt Harris with vocalist Amina Kawaja.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were silently streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now be seated. The Platform Party is here to honor these remarkable students. Please join me in acknowledging our distinguished Platform Party. Please rise as you are introduced. And audience, please hold your applause until the entire Platform Party and special guests have been introduced. On the first row, from right to left, Ms. Hillary Baker, Vice President for Information and Technology and Chief Information Officer. Dr. Cynthia Rawich, Vice Provost. Cipriano Vargas, CSU Student Trustee. Karen Zamaripa, Assistant Vice Chancellor for the CSU. The Honorable Linda Lingle, former Governor of Hawaii and our keynote speaker. Dr. Diane Harrison, University President. Dr. Harry Hallenbrand, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. William Watkins, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Professor Stephen Stepanek, Faculty President. Dr. William Jennings, Interim Vice President for University Advancement. Mr. Tom McCarran, Vice President for Administration and Finance and Chief Financial Officer.
On the second row, from right to left, Mr. Rick Evans, Executive Director for the University Corporation. Dr. Jerry Stinner, Dean for the College of Science and Mathematics. Dr. Michael Spagna, Dean for the Michael D. Eisner College of Education. Dr. Sylvia Alva, Dean for the College of Health and Human Development. Dr. S.K. Ramesh, Dean for the College of Engineering and Computer Science. Dr. Elizabeth Say, Dean for the College of Humanities. Dr. Stella Theodoulou, Dean for the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Dr. Robert Bucher, Dean for the Mike Kerb College of Arts, Media, and Communication. Dr. Judith Hennessy, Interim Dean for the College of Business and Economics. Dr. Mark Stover, Dean for the University Library. Please help us recognize this year's Honors Convocation platform with your applause. Also in attendance are members of our distinguished faculty whose leadership, knowledge, and guidance have played a major role in preparing the students we honor today. Will the faculty rise? Please join me in recognizing our outstanding faculty.
Now I am pleased to introduce Dr. Diane Harrison, University President.
On behalf of California State University Northridge, I am pleased to welcome you to the 2013 Honors Convocation. Having arrived at CSUN almost 1 year ago, I am happy to be attending my first Honors Convocation here at Northridge, and beginning tomorrow, my first commencement as president of CSUN. I am very happy, in fact, to be graduating my first class as president here. I'm looking forward to this entire week. The Honors Convocation is an incredibly significant event because the students that we will honor tonight represent the very best of Cal State Northridge. Through your individual and collective achievements in the classroom and in service to the community, you truly help to make CSUN shine, and you embody the commitment to excellence and achievement that the faculty and staff of CSUN have worked to instill in all students. It has been a privilege and a joy for me to meet many of you during this past year. I thank you for your hard work and for allowing us, the faculty and the staff, to help nurture your talents and your gifts at this great university. We are pleased to recognize and to honor you this evening. You, your family, and your friends should be proud to be here, and I hope it is a memory that you will always cherish and one that will keep you engaged with CSUN in the future as you pursue new horizons. As we honor the graduates assembled here this evening, we are reminded that there are others who could not be in attendance for a variety of reasons. And one such honoree is Cecilia Cabrera Urango, an MPA student who graduated in fall of 2012 with distinction, but who subsequently passed away at the age of 52. I am told that Cecilia worked for 27 years as a nurse in Ventura County and was known for her helping and inspiring others. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Cecilia's family as we honor her and all of those who are gathered here this evening, but who could not, and those who could not attend as well. It is now my great pleasure and privilege to be able to introduce tonight's keynote speaker. Former Governor Linda Lingle, who served 2 terms as the first female governor of the state of Hawaii from 2002 to 2010, shares many of the qualities and values of the outstanding students being honored here tonight. She is smart, she is strong, she's a high achiever, she's a doer, and of course, committed to public service and the public good. And she is an alumna of California State University, Northridge. Yes. She graduated cum laude in 1975 with a degree in journalism. Thank you. A little more. After graduation, she founded and published the Molokai Free Press, a community newspaper in Hawaii. She entered public service in 1980 when she was elected to the Maui County Council. In 1990, she was elected mayor of Maui County. That must have been a tough duty. Ooh. From 1999 to 2002, she was chair of the Hawaiian Republican Party and was elected the state's 6th governor in 2002. In 2004, CSUN presented former Governor Lingle with a Distinguished Alumni Award, CSUN's highest recognition for alumni. Linda was among the first people I met after I arrived here at Northridge as president, and I greatly appreciated the advice and the warm welcome that she extended to me. Former Governor Lingle has remained incredibly supportive and engaged with CSUN. In 2011, she chaired the Special Task Force on Engagement, charged with making recommendations for enhancing CSUN pride and visibility. She co-chaired the Volunteer Leadership Summit in December 2011, which brought together the university's leading volunteers and key stakeholders to take greater collective responsibility for the university's future. Students, faculty, and distinguished guests, I am now pleased to welcome to the podium Governor Linda Lingle.
Thank you very much, President Harrison. Aloha, everyone. I can see a few of you have been to Hawaii before. It's really a great, great privilege to be here with you and with your families on such an important day in your lives. And I believe that I am here with the best of the best. You know you're the best because you're being honored at this convocation. But I call you the best of the best because, in my opinion, you cannot get a better education than the one you received here at CSUN. I'm honored to be here because you won't find a faculty more committed to your success or a leadership team that believes so strongly in their institution. I want each one of your family members who are here tonight to understand the quality of the education that you received. And as I'll mention a little bit later, it prepared me for everything that I have faced in my life. Now, the last time I was here on the campus for a ceremony such as this was my own graduation, 38 years ago. Now, I don't remember who the speaker was, but I do remember my grandmother that night. I want to tell you a little bit about her, and I want to tell you what she did that night. We were here on the campus, and it was a huge crowd of people. I don't remember if it was as warm as it is today, but it was an exciting time. I remember that well. My grandmother came to this country as an immigrant from Poland in the early 1900s. She and her parents spoke no English when they got here. She didn't graduate beyond the 8th grade from any school. She was a very wise person. Perhaps you have people in your lives who don't have a formal education, but they're here because of their pride in you. I want you to understand that feeling that your family member has for your achievement, to understand her and understand that night. So here's my grandmother. She didn't graduate from the 8th grade, didn't speak English when she came here, and now she's going to watch her granddaughter graduate from a fine institution such as CSUN. The announcement comes on before the ceremony begins, and it says to all the family members, when the students are making their way to their seats and they're marching in, please remain in your seat. There will be plenty of time to take pictures at the end of the ceremony, so please stay in your seat. I'm not sure how many times it was mentioned that night to stay in your seat, but it was clear they wanted you to stay in your seat. So here I came, walking in, and here was my grandmother, right in the aisle, directly in front of me, which meant she had to walk all the way over the people sitting next to her to get to the aisle to snap a picture of me. That's what I remember about my graduation day here at CSUN. I remember the pride that she felt, and so I can imagine what your families are feeling tonight. And I'll tell you in a moment about how my love for my grandmother is what got me involved in politics. Now, I've given a lot of speeches during my years as a mayor on Maui and a governor of Hawaii. I've spoken to all size groups in all kinds of settings, many of them at lunch or dinner. But this speech tonight is one of the most difficult speeches. What makes it so tough is that at the same time, your goal is to inspire people. You know that the people listening are likely thinking of other things. Maybe they're thinking about the parties that are to come, or maybe about the student loans that have to be repaid. Maybe they're wondering about how long it's going to take to find that dream job, or any job. Or maybe you're thinking about how long you can live with your parents and not pay rent. But your mind is likely on other things. So I have this pressure to inspire you while recognizing you're thinking of other things. And unlike most of my speeches, there's no food in front of you to occupy you with. So I'll share again my story of my grandmother and how I got involved in politics. I'm a journalist by background, and I appreciate the applause from the journalism graduates here tonight. Thanks, guys. I was publishing a small newspaper on the island of Molokai, which is an island of 7,000 people in the middle of Hawaii. It's where Father Damien ministered to the lepers. It's a very, very spiritual place. And they didn't have a community newspaper when I went there to visit one time, and I started one, and I was publishing for 4 years. And down at the Senior Citizen Center, there was a drinking fountain. And it's very hot in Kaunakakai, which is the main town, kind of like it is here in Northridge. And it was a dusty town. And the drinking fountain at the Senior Citizen Center only gave hot water because they wouldn't pay the electric bill. The government wouldn't pay, so that seniors could have a drink of cool water. And I thought that was so unjust for people who had spent their lives working in the community, and now the government somehow couldn't find a way to give them a cold drink of water. So I complained. I was a young kid there writing this newspaper, and I complained. And nobody listened to me, and they brushed me off. And so I decided at that instant, and I just had my grandmother on my mind. She was such a part of my life. I decided I'm going to run for office, and I'm going to get this fixed. And that's how I got involved, because of my love of my grandmother and this drinking fountain. I won that first election. I spent 10 years on the council. We got the drinking fountain fixed, did a couple of other things. But she was an important part of my life. Now, you haven't heard me mention my mother yet, and that's because although I loved my mother very much, she didn't play much of a role in my life beyond childhood because she suffered from serious mental illness throughout most of her life. But she also was a part of the reason for my success. When you live with someone who's suffering from mental illness, and I know there are many of you here tonight who are suffering, you have a family member who has mental illness, and I know this because wherever I speak on this topic, people will come up to me afterwards to tell me, my son, my daughter, my wife, my husband, my friend is suffering from mental illness. My mother's illness taught me empathy with other people, taught me to try to understand what they are going through. And that helped me so much in being a Jewish kid from the valley who ends up as a mayor of Maui or a governor of Hawaii. It's so unlikely. A Republican in Hawaii, of all things, just doesn't happen. First Republican in 40 years to be a governor. but it was because of my ability to feel what other people were feeling. And it helped me to realize, graduates, that no matter what you're facing, no matter how big the issue that's in front of you, might be your parents, might be something with yourself, might be something with a spouse, you can overcome any obstacle. You can make that obstacle something positive in your life. You can get beyond it by putting one foot in front of the other. We all start at a different beginning point in our lives. The cards we're dealt in life are the cards we're dealt. Some of us were born into a family that was richer, some into a family that was poorer than others. Some of us into a two-parent family, very calm upbringing. Some of us in a dysfunctional family, some of us in a family of divorce, and a variety of combinations. But we couldn't control that. You can't control those cards that you're dealt. But each of us, each of you, every single one of you, can decide how you play those cards that you are dealt. Sometimes you get an early bad card in your hand, but you learn from it. Don't blame other people, just learn something from it. And then in life, sometimes you get another bad card, but you move on from it, putting one foot in front of the other. Each one of us gets to decide what kind of life we are going to have. I want you to decide to follow your passion in life. For me, it was politics and people. For you, it's a variety of things that get you excited, that make you want to wake up in the morning, to live your life with purpose. There are so many mornings for you to wake up that you want to do something that you care about, that you're passionate about. Not something someone else thinks you ought to do, but what you think you ought to do. I want you to decide to follow your passion, and I want you to decide to use the education you've been given here to make a difference for other people. Make a decision to live a good life. It really is up to you. Remember, life is not where you start. Life is where you finish. Congratulations to every single one of you on the great achievement for being here tonight, for being the best of the best. Enjoy what you've earned, and now go out and make a difference in life. Aloha.
Governor Lingle, thank you for those inspiring words and remarks. I have a small memento to present to you tonight and hope that you will use it to remember this beautiful evening here at California State University, Northridge. It's very heavy.
We assemble annually to honor CSUN's heritage of excellence as reflected through the accomplishments of our students. Of the approximately 10,000 students graduating this year, about 2,000 students received an invitation to this special honors convocation in recognition for their superior scholastic and personal achievement. Of these, the following 6 students are distinguished further by earning special awards. This evening, we will recognize 1 outstanding graduate student, 4 outstanding graduating seniors, and the Wolfson Scholar. These awards have been sponsored through the CSUN Foundation, the Alumni Association, and private donations. Each recipient will receive a cash award of $1,000.
We'll now recognize the outstanding graduate student. This award is presented to a graduate student who has demonstrated academic excellence and produced a high-quality thesis project. This year's Outstanding Graduate Award, sponsored by the Nathan O. Friedman Memorial, is presented to Travis Shivley-Scott. The Nathan O. Friedman Outstanding Graduate Student Award is the highest honor presented to a CSUN graduate student who shows the best record of distinguished scholarship, has made significant contributions to his field, and maintains a minimum GPA of 3.5. He has a grade point average of 4.0. The 24-year-old native of Colorado, Shivley-Scott, says, "This is the biggest award I have ever received, and it's an affirmation of all my hard work. It truly speaks to CSUN and its graduate programs because it comes to show how much they can help you improve your capabilities." In his senior year as a psychology major at Loyola Marymount University, Shivley-Scott underwent an intensive process of applying to 10 doctorate programs, but was denied acceptance to all except Fordham University, where he waitlisted. To his dismay, he was edged out for the opportunity by someone else ahead of him on the list. Realizing his odds were slim, he decided to apply to various graduate schools to improve his GRE scores and gain the clinical and research experience that could help him succeed. Shivley-Scott chose CSUN because of his interests in psychology professor Jill Rosani's work in cultural and dementia neuropsychology. This fall, Shivley-Scott will be entering the Clinical Psychology PhD program at Fordham University in New York. There, he will be investigating neurocognitive and sociocultural aspects of antiretroviral adherence in HIV-positive Hispanic adults. He says, "I chose this path because I see it as a way I can really have an impact on people, improving mental and individual health through a cultural context. I can help prevent cultural biases through my research." Identifying as African American and white, Shivley-Scott was adopted by white parents and grew up in Denver, Colorado. He moved to Los Angeles at 18 to pursue his original dream to be a filmmaker, but realized his love for neuropsychology after taking a brain and behavior course early in his undergraduate years. "I've always been interested in culture because of my parents, who constantly encouraged being immersed in it, not just ethnically, but in any way possible," Shivley-Scott said. At CSUN, he earned fellowships for both 2011 and 2012 and will be graduating with his master's in psychology this week. He says, "My end goal is to leave a lasting impact on the field of clinical neuropsychology, to possibly teach, and to definitely mentor ethnically diverse psychology students." Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Travis Shivley-Scott.
The 4 outstanding graduating senior awards are presented to students who have demonstrated academic excellence, made significant contributions to the campus and community, and have demonstrated exceptional achievements or overcome extraordinary life circumstances. Before announcing this year's outstanding graduating seniors, let us acknowledge the other students nominated for this award. Finalists, please stand as I read your name. Amber Canyon, Journalism. Jacqueline Eugster, Deaf Studies. Haley Hawes, Kinesiology. Hunter Hayes, Marketing. Elena Karen Medina Bautista, Gender and Women's Studies. Juan Cristobal Quevedo Gutierrez, Political Science. Please join me in applauding the accomplishments of these finalists for the Outstanding Graduating Senior Award. The first Outstanding Graduating Senior Award, sponsored by the CSUN Foundation, is presented to Tina Choi. Tina Choi of North Hills is a theater major who has attained a GPA of 3.78 with a career goal of working in set design. Since transferring to CSUN from a community college in 2009, Choi has thrived both academically and creatively. She has embraced her Korean American heritage and worked to educate others about how her culture has influenced theater. She is proud to say that she is the only Korean American member of CSUN's Salsa Libre performance team and a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success. Tina has contributed to the Department of Theater's main stage production program as a leading actress, set designer, costume designer, hair and makeup artist, and backstage crew. She's the first undergraduate to design sets for a main stage production. Choi has already begun to reach out to the next generation of actors for CSUN's Teenage Drama Workshop. She teaches students the basics of theater and drama, applying the knowledge gained from her own courses to the realities of developing productions. She has also interned at Anthropology, a clothing store chain where she works as an interior and window display designer. For her endeavors and accomplishments in the theater department, Choi will be presented with the Dean's Recognition Award from the Mike Curb College of Arts, Media, and Communication. These awards and recognitions are the fruits of my labor, Choi said. I plan to use this award to further develop into the woman and designer I was created to be. Ladies and gentlemen, Tina Choi.
The next award, also sponsored by the CSUN Foundation, is presented to Angel F. Hernandez. Angel F. Hernandez of Los Angeles is a Chicano Studies major with a minor in Pan-African Studies who has earned a 3.62 GPA. Hernandez, 23, has been accepted into a fully funded doctoral program in American Studies at New York University. He is a first-generation college student who came to the United States undocumented at the age of 8 and within 3 years was granted a temporary protection status. He grew up in working-class neighborhoods in Los Angeles where he was exposed to violence and poverty. He's worked as a mentor with the Pacoima-based Young Warriors and LA's Best after-school program, helping youth avoid gang culture and encouraging academic excellence. With the help and guidance of his peers and advisors in the Ronald E. McNair Scholars Program, a program that prepares undergraduates for the rigors of graduate school, Hernandez has begun his dream to become a professor. He has presented his research at numerous academic gatherings, including the National Association for Chicana and Chicano Studies, the National Council for Black Studies, and UC Berkeley's 19th and 20th Annual McNair Scholar Symposiums. He is involved with the Hip Hop Think Tank, a student organization that reconceptualizes hip-hop as an intellectual movement and is a supplemental instruction leader in the Department of Chicano Studies, providing extra instruction to students enrolled in basic English courses. He says, CSUN has supported me in many ways. The faculty here at CSUN's Chicano Studies, and Pan-African Studies departments are exceptional. They make genuine efforts at not only enlightening the students, but also providing supplemental instruction beyond the classroom and office hours. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Angel Hernandez.
The next award, sponsored by the Karen, Leon, and Rita Goldstein Salter Memorial, is presented to Angela Lara Lomeli. Angela of Northridge is a child and adolescent development major who has earned a 3.63 GPA. She is a first-generation college student who emigrated from Mexico to the United States at 6 years old. She is continuing in CSUN's master's program in school counseling, and her longtime goal is to pursue a doctorate in educational psychology. The 21-year-old was admitted to CSUN through the Educational Opportunity Program and overcame financial hardships and a lack of support from her family to achieve success. She has received numerous awards, including a university scholarship, a California Speaker of the Assembly Award, and a CSU Future Scholar Scholarship. On campus, she has worked as an academic mentor in housing, a peer mentor with the Department of Child and Adolescent Development, an EOP resident mentor for the Summer Bridge Transitional Program, a student coordinator for the EOP Parent Guardian Initiative, and has volunteered with the Financial Aid and Scholarship Department. She also reaches out to the community through her work with local middle schools coordinating workshops and tutoring. Lomeli said that CSUN has challenged me to engage in opportunities that will foster my success and has nourished my confidence to believe I could make a difference in this world. Ladies and gentlemen, Angela Lara Lomeli.
The final award, also sponsored through the Karen, Leon, and Rita Goldstein Salter Memorial, is presented to Ryan D. Witkosky. Ryan D. Witkosky of Studio City is majoring in geology with an emphasis in geophysics and has earned a GPA of 3.94. He has been accepted into a doctoral program in geology at the California Institute of Technology. His goal is to become a research professor. The 31-year-old credits his rigorous work ethic for his success. As a teenager, Witkosky dropped out of school to make money and started working as a truck driver. But he was never satisfied. He enrolled in community college, taking night classes to get his GED. While at CSUN, he's received several honors and awards, including some from the Department of Geology, the Coast Geological Society, and a research grant to complete his senior thesis. He participated in the 2011 Summer Interdisciplinary Team Experience to design and build a seismometer. He was part of the 2012 American Association of Petroleum Geologists West Coast Exposition. And he plays music and dance with the African Music Ensemble on campus. He currently volunteers with Quest in Science, a company that provides science curriculum to elementary schools. He says, CSUN has been very supportive of me by taking a gamble on me when I first returned to college. CSUN has not only given me the chance to earn a college degree, but has also given me an abundance of assistance in the form of financial aid and scholarships along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Ryan Witkosky.
The Wolfson Scholar Award is presented each year in memory of the university's first vice president, Dr. Leo Wolfson. The award is made to a senior selected as the outstanding scholar in the graduating class. Not only must the student have an exceptional academic record, but he or she must have made significant contributions to California State University Northridge or to the community through co-curricular and extracurricular activities. In other words, the Wolfson Scholar is a well-rounded individual for whom both scholarship and service play important life roles.
Before announcing this year's Wolfson Scholar, I want to acknowledge the 6 other finalists for the award. These students are outstanding scholars who have contributed extensively to the communities in which they live, work, and study. They will be honored at this week's commencement ceremonies as the Dean Scholar for their college. Will each finalist please stand when I read your name? Anush Sobotakin, music major, Mark Kerb, College of Arts, Media, and Communication. George Arzumanyan, supply chain management major, College of Business and Economics. Elizabeth Brock, kinesiology major, College of Health and Human Development. Angelika Hakopian, English major, College of Humanities. Behrad Katabian, biology major, College of Science and Mathematics. And Kevin Waterman, history major, College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Please join me in recognizing the accomplishments of these Wolfson Scholar finalists.
I'm pleased to present the Wolfson Award for the Outstanding Undergraduate Scholar of the Class of 2013 to Shelley Thurk. Shelley is a mechanical engineering graduate with a CSUN GPA and overall GPA of 4.0. She is graduating summa cum laude this week. Shelley started her professional life working at a Mercedes-Benz dealer. She writes that she was looking for something more meaningful in her life when she decided to enroll at CSUN. Despite not liking math in high school, once she arrived at CSUN, math became one of her passions. Being able to solve the problems was very gratifying, and when I could solve any problem in the chapter, it made me feel great. Shelley was especially interested in CSUN because she wanted to work on the mechanical engineering department's Formula SAE racing car. A presidential scholar, her year-long project focused on designing a new air intake for the fuel system of the car. Though she loves working on automotive projects, her true passion is biomedical engineering. She has served this year as an intern at Medtronic's MiniMed, working on products to help with the treatment of diabetes. Her experience working in medical engineering will lead her to graduate work at the University of Minnesota. Shelley's experience at CSUN has made this possible. I have a passion for designing useful objects and finding ways to solve problems. The hands-on lab work and overall course structure at CSUN has allowed me to apply what I have learned into the classroom to actual situations. I have gained more knowledge than I ever could have imagined back when I started the program. Dean S.K. Ramesh was unwavering in his praise of Shelley. He writes, "As an individual, I really admire Shelley's courage and persistence for her determination to pursue higher education. I have no doubt in my mind that she will be a role model for other students who follow her path. Shelley is a shining example for future students on successfully blending academics and work." Please join me in applauding the accomplishments of our 2013 Wolfson Scholar, Shelley Thurk.
The students being honored today represent the finest members of this year's graduating class. They are recognized for their scholastic and/or personal achievement. Students distinguished for scholastic achievement are graduate students with a cumulative grade point average of 3.885 or better, and graduating seniors with a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or better. Students recognized for their personal achievement have maintained at least a 3.0 cumulative grade point average while demonstrating excellence of an artistic, creative, or athletic nature, or have displayed unusual leadership ability or community service. Dr. Michael Phillips, professor for the Department of Finance, Real Estate, and Insurance from the College of Business and Economics, and Dr. Mary Pat Stein, professor of biology from the College of Science and Mathematics, will now read the names of the honorees. The ceremony marshals and staff will bring our students up to the stage to receive congratulations and the University Honors Convocation Medallion by members of the platform. We ask that each student return to their seat after receiving the medallion and remain seated until all recipients have been honored.
Victoria Jewett.
Madeline Latham Wilson.
Juan Cristobal Cuevado Gutierrez.
Annette Besnillian.
Lizeth Okoa.
Cecil Sweatland.
Zara.
Angela Sue.
Christelle Snyder.
Talar Kasakian.
Bilkis Kabir.
Shagohi Banalian.
David Wiss.
Miriam Sharon Ashadinya.
Ruben Ochoa.
Brittany Gordon.
Kelly Schneider.
Ashley Frank.
Cheryl Wilkinson.
Billie Jean Carello.
Jonathan Long.
Angela Nakashian.
Daniel Titcher.
Iman Hill.
Valerie Bonart-Chatinsky.
Shannon Johnson.
Aaron Morrigan.
Ike A. Turjimian.
Dalia Kasheshian.
Lori Thompson.
Renuka Karanatalaka.
Rebecca Thompson.
Natalie Bocanegra.
Holly Iholzer.
Claudia Monolig.
Altaf Anwar Ali.
Daria Beban.
Nellie Garayana.
Christopher Flaherty.
Scott Petrie.
Tanya Carmona.
Pamela Castleman.
Dennis Lowe.
Jay Tartaro.
Delilah Newman.
Adrian Peralta.
Ronald Collingwood.
Linda Daniel.
Melissa Nickrofter.
Celine Moses.
Edward Whitaker.
Paradman Abdali.
Noy Peeler.
Jessica Monteo.
Timothy Hammond.
Tess Berlin.
Jessica Grady.
Jeannie Larson.
Jennifer Ketchum.
Maya Sha'aha Na Ewelch.
Margaret Lyons.
Cynthia Bosak.
Cesar Augustus Pinto Hibiaro.
Daniel Brown.
Yuting Sun.
Sarisha Gumadi.
Delwyn Carter.
Mariana Karpova.
Brittany Rose Shepard.
Zina Farhan.
Joseph Eli Chips.
Angelica Hakopian,
Doreen Garabedian,
Jacqueline Espinoza,
Steve Kim,
Ashley Burke,
Akila Templeton,
Lauren Burke,
John Michael Heiss,
Andrew Evans,
Kimberly Hahn,
Hugo Anderson,
Allison Clark,
Brandon Suker,
Ji-Young Ju,
Jarrell Cortero,
Farah Shaheen,
Matthew Simpson,
Dina Elzahead,
Theodore Garcia,
Amy Cruz,
Katie Kessler,
On Fan,
Martin Andrew Watkins,
Tamara Panosian,
James Kentosh,
Asmik Margarian,
Troy Scott,
Colleen Babakaran,
Jessica Bruno,
Amber Deegan,
Rebecca Patterson,
Brandy Bessemer,
Amanda Beth Gulak,
Goina Saranja,
Monique Scott,
Mariam Aproyan,
Skylar Emmanuel,
Ian Smith,
Nicole Fowler,
Jerry Purser,
Chelsea Turner,
Nicole Dulay,
Kimberly Sanders,
Christian Vayathalith,
Jeremy Spurley,
Jenny Hahn,
Lindsay Looper,
Rosangela Carbajo,
Bryn Vigneault,
Sandra Sanchez,
Edward Rodesno,
Samantha Inriari,
Angela Makarian,
Rosanna Butant,
Melinda Acevedo,
Desislava Belezarova,
Randolph Miller Taylor,
David Stepanian,
Jared Alexander Burns Stone,
Sevim Milova,
Shani Nisimov,
Chelsea Demuro,
Tammy Seidling,
Maria Espinosa,
Jordan Good,
Delaram Omidfar,
Manuel Joseph Sanchez,
Miles Sabatini,
Monica Gomez,
Ryan Thompson,
Leatrice Innocent,
Sarah Eckeberg,
Sophia Albertini,
Brittany Cooper,
Laura Schaefer,
Jailing Wong,
Genevieve Essay,
Samantha Lindsay,
Richard Noodley,
Carla Baker,
Peter Luca Univar,
Nalidia Quadros,
yeah, I totally screwed that up. Diana Adriola,
Gloria Burdett,
K.J. Jensen,
Evelyn Lemos,
Lonnie Anthony Watson Jr.,
Tim Brossum,
Kimberly Karin,
Gurinder Singh,
Francisco Vasquez,
Aaron Hostetler,
Luke Hall,
Karen Van Zandt,
Stefano Ficara,
Alexandru Roshu,
Claudia Alanis,
Ismael Gonzalez,
Mark Sherman,
Valerie Heston,
Emily Catherine Davies,
Daniela Burbano,
Danielle Lowry,
Nanor Moradian,
Armita Ariano,
Crystal Truesdell,
Dasi Bass,
Julie Casares,
Buenaventura Flores Valdez. Mark that one on the calendar. Sorry, you all. Marilyn Missoni. They seem to be stuck back there. Arjane Ibrahimi.
Celia Patricia Ochoak.
Shanai Azad.
Rebecca Herman.
Aliza Danesh Daksha.
Jamie Howard.
Sophie Haymoff.
Hunter, Student Portfolio Team, Hayes.
Angela Blair.
George, Student Portfolio Team, Arzamanian.
Sorry. Tanisha Young.
Jeanette Nicholson.
Larissa Villa.
Javona Salas.
Audrey Rose Martinez. Ani Avatisian. Jennifer Pearlstein.
Aubrey Mercer.
Lorenzo Rocha.
Darius Bubenhagen.
Sam Youssef.
Jordan Hilo.
Youssef Gabrielle Bellamy.
Megan Collins.
Karine Weingarten.
Dominic Bebeo.
VC Danii.
Angelica Shostrom.
Katharina Baghumian.
Mary Reed.
Serena Minasa Messi.
Sabrina Conean.
Lilana Jimenez. Fabiola Ibarra. Eileen Yu. Gina Hariri. Joseph Chow. Angelica Frostolupo. Christine Arroyan.
Sonam Chumber.
A little backed up.
Alek Ekmekchian.
Jill Firstman.
Alain Tomasian.
Rocio Masaas.
Natalie Matosian.
This is messing me up, man. Badri Bakir.
Christian Nixon.
Alani Lazaro.
Matthew Eloriaga.
Iman Rumana Abdukaladir.
Aaron Shin.
Justin Washak.
Lynn Murphy.
Paul Metz.
Ashley Olive.
James Auger.
Emily Fishbach.
Andres Dominiquez.
Sana Dibian.
Leilani Fishbeck.
Miguel Ivan Velasquez.
Rebecca Kama.
Marissa Chevelle.
Tammy Rojas.
Tammy Tucker.
Crystal Oviedo.
Sydney Glucksman.
Sophia Najafi.
Christina Weitzman.
Eric Gonzalez. Aziz Askari. Alexandra Wyman.
Yeva Sargassian.
Michelle Boron.
Robert Newton.
Cynthia Ranuccio.
Wei Lee.
Cindy Warren.
Sarah Hauk.
Nushan Ashtari.
Michelle Maury.
Cornethia Kirk.
Carlos Castillo Fascio.
Parisa Zahabi.
Lacampa Nancy Palomera.
Miriam Navarro.
Diana Farber.
Arek Slia.
Sasha Pechinaya.
Cheyenne DeWitt.
Maria Schwartzman.
Omono Okoje.
Hannah Levy.
Maria Sampson. Kathleen A. Kessler. Daniel Tolentino.
Darcy Edwards.
Dominique Cardwell.
Ria Trinanes.
Chien Lin.
Jasmine Reeves.
Abraham Cervantes.
Lorraine Armin Lamar.
Tasha Eddy.
Vincent Tran.
Lynette Tina Nofashadian.
Garrett McKelver.
Jennifer Amirhamaze.
Chaz Smith.
Omer Asman.
Kevin Blackley.
Amanda Delentosh. May Delentosh. Sarah Leary.
Jasmine Rumpus.
Jasmine Martinez.
Andrea Kotak.
Kendrick Carlton. Isabel Lucero. Julie Craner.
Bessie Cordova.
Matthew Masatani.
Claudia Isabel Padilla.
Erin Rossi.
Andrea Felicity Betancourt.
Mirat Sibat.
Cecilia Gonzalez.
David Vuseli.
Anthony Ventura.
Adam Lane. Thank you.
Corey Lee Loisel.
James Gomez. Thank you.
Kelsey McMahon.
Ginger Hood Whitesell.
Lydia Melkor.
Cindy Powell.
Marilyn Reisenauer.
Sierra Cavaletto.
Rita Kachikian.
Brianna Stegman.
Inger Berg.
Alma Salazar.
Corey Lashinsky.
Montserrat Salvat.
Charity Gardner.
Julia Pachenko.
Salvina Restivo.
Hillary Wagner. Simone Andrew.
Artina Sarkeesian.
Tia Briscoe.
Serena Almasi.
Amrit Tierwa.
Rocio Romero.
Doria Romero.
Sarah Sassy Paul.
Lillian Romero.
Elizabeth Jurgensen.
Hiroko Akunishi. Paula Lynn. Teresa Miracor. Celine Fidenetic. Sorry. Ashini Mendes. Rosa Maldonado. Nancy Vieja.
Mandy Macklin.
Jane E. Hulswift.
Naomi Carrington.
Elena Karen Medina.
Celeste Barrington.
Kathy Pacheco.
Alex Bellinger.
Sylvia Fisher.
Alexandra Browner.
Kelly Clark. Brielle Slepikoff.
Joshua, Student Portfolio Manager, Woods.
Haley Hawes.
Hagope Chala.
Yuval Barek.
Carrie Williams Brown.
Masahiro Yamada.
Jonathan Kugumas.
Nabil Andrew Farag.
Christina Toth.
Samantha Villanueva.
Miriam Chan.
Julien
Carbon Magana.
Kathleen St. Clair.
Brian Lake.
Brianna McKell.
Cindy Valdivia.
Teresa Ann Esser. Deirdre Bonner.
Diana Privatiri.
Sean O'Connell.
Gegard Erikalian.
Patricia Galang.
Chuang Boy.
Nicole Calvento.
Troy Hong.
Nancy Pungasiniha.
Melanie Kolsch Horowitz.
Lara Corti.
Win Tuong Vin Nguyen.
Nathaniel Sarusi.
Catherine Odihe.
Madison Donnelly.
Guadalupe Sotelo.
Jackie Euxter. Chelsea Wardell. Veronica Mitchell. Andrea Trihub. Ethan Jared Bernstein Alpern.
Rosanna Lau.
Katrina Marie Buenavente Nieva.
Rowena Lau.
Sagita Dubé.
Edwin Menendez.
Kelly Little.
Naftali Somoza.
Annalise Hillinger.
Carolyn Ahanian.
Yash Murgy. Michelle Williams.
Daisy Correa.
Oksana Brodsky. Eric Salazar.
Aida Babayan Arreyes.
Jose Juan Gomez. Peter Avalanos Mendez.
Saud Alsayer.
Sina Lowe.
Marlene Hutink.
Yanet Matian.
Angie Bolanos.
Hitomi Baba.
Daniel Casillo.
Ani Sargisian.
Aaron Murphy.
Hana Siryun Nisi.
Daniel Davies.
Brittany Forrest.
Joanne Park.
Natalie Miles.
Beth Harden.
Madeline Sayeg.
Ketlin DeGrady.
Ashley Shelton.
Laura Anderson.
Manny Sarkisian.
Yasser Issa.
Jessica Daz. Hijin Yang. Jeff Bouchard. Berenice Rocio. Julia Schwab.
Ilana Helgeson.
Natalie May.
Christina Fessel.
Gary Daniel Rosenbluth.
Esther Matze.
Erin Manlulu. Thank you. Sharon Horkany. Lucy Ta.
Soraya Loiza.
Kila Mejia.
Brianda Hernandez.
Christina Munoz.
Diana Yadoyan.
Viviana Munoz.
Adam Ross Garrett.
Lauren Bergman.
Ida Memory.
Joseph Barlak.
Jose Chapurian.
Christina Ugafu.
Tiffany Nakawatasi.
Saray Ahigire.
Ashley Aiden.
Toluca Scarfo. Sarah Apple. Suppose that wasn't supposed to be. Sarah Cristolini. Lilith Muserlian. Amanda Horner. Ashley Marie Bonilla.
Jimmy Francia.
Myra Gomez. Annie Yu. Alicia Baber.
Ricardo Cardenas.
Danielle Madrid.
Christopher Future MD Witkosky.
San Juanita Nelum.
Henry Agajanian.
Elizabeth Atherton.
Sean Berrien.
Shelley Green. Grizel Garcia. Sharice Ayazu. Brian Shine.
Heather Mendola.
Gabrielle Bolivar.
Catherine Nguyen.
Michael Meyer.
Shira Kern.
Danny Roman. Gevork George Serapian. Carmen Stanford. Christina Bakshafar. Edward Murillo.
Brittany Nesbitt.
Heather Jean Breed.
Anthony Neal.
Tanya Raquel Ramirez.
John Felt.
Ashley John.
Karen Haynes.
Christina Avia.
Juan Portfolio Management Rodriguez.
Sandra Jimenez.
Rolinda Joan Beltran.
Jeanette Chavez.
Kevin Freelander.
Christina Perez Science.
Jessica Gibbons.
Chingwei Huan.
Yvette Gonzalez.
Pei Ni Chen.
Christine Jones.
Michael Bowman.
Krista Manali.
Casey Nielsen.
Ira Corman.
Dennis Chermisky.
Sheila Brown.
Golnar Alamdari.
Leone Chiapos.
Stephanie Perez.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
Mira Sayab.
Jorge Neri.
Amanda Small. Christina Cruz. Brian Montano Maceda. Bethany Morris.
Jeffrey Zai.
Krista Sweezy.
Michelle Reuter.
Lauren Fasanada.
Shalika Powell.
Jennifer Cavallari.
Agnes Constante.
Aura Perez.
Man Geza Babasino.
Danielle Hartwig.
Israel Ovel.
Kara Failer.
Sophie Talasazan.
Erica Castellanos.
Jonathan Erster.
Lizette Solorzano.
Garena Amakarian.
Maya Morita.
Stella Sahakian.
Leanne Stein.
Jason Cosell.
Allison Gabrielle Steinman.
Jean Viado.
Jenna Lazansky. Cassie Barajas. Rachel Fishman. Daniel White. Ryan Fee. Azure Star Glover.
John Lemuel Aquino Lanes.
Jessica Kaplan. Olivia Miner.
Bernardo Gavao.
Enrique Solis.
Iman Golestani.
Devin Smart.
Ellen Morai.
Anita Sarkisian.
Amina Flowers.
Joseph Cedric.
Jessica Williamson.
Iris Van Dyke. Thank you. Sure. You just go that way. Neerman Alderwood.
Jack McAlenow.
Kemtu Wen.
James Tanksley.
Sabrina Mansonhing.
Matthew Vaca.
Chunwing Sher.
Tim McEldowney.
Bryce Smith.
Kevin Manley.
Karen Aguilar.
Karen Diane Emery.
Yannick Decorte.
Elizabeth Martinez.
Joshua Goosen Brown.
Wendy Olmos.
Cameron Harrison.
Orpha Eugenio.
Andrea Chavez. Jessica Ventura. Cindy Sanabria. Thank you.
Carolyn Robles Hernandez.
Myra Robles.
Esperanza Sanchez.
Janine Witziel.
Sarah Zuhair Motadi.
Sahara Ramirez.
Matthew Hendricks.
Denise Ramirez.
Dia Cox.
Hey, good job. Don Juan Tran. Kathy La Fresca Espino Perez. Martha Munoz. Brianna Briones. Ileana Meza Gonzalez. David Martinez Alpizar. Lauren Shuckman.
Tara Ishkanian.
Tasha Snelson.
Matthew Van Grensven.
Lori Marks.
Catherine Beard.
Heather Lombardo.
Kelsey Adamson.
Christine Katzenmeyer.
Raquel Padilla.
Kaylee Bax.
Jennifer Palma.
Kaylin Adloff.
Amanda Scadland.
Michelle LaMonica.
Terry Nelson.
Tiffany Bombach. Lorena Gutierrez. Dominique Agay. Annette Bagamasad. Sorry. Nazanian Shavalin.
Yannick Sappleton.
Elaine Ann Antonio Bagamamspad.
Marcella Jatoba.
Herlinda Cortez.
Ruth Moat Dougal.
Luis Valdez.
Kathleen Barr.
Glenn Gladys Pablo Kiboloy.
Rosel Aglape Cazares.
Erin Caron.
Shraddha Patel.
Robert Bravo.
Ronald J. Hardgrove III.
Gustavo Quadra.
Brajan Harris.
Chao Vo.
Tyler Morrison.
Chan Nguyen.
Brian Michael Rudloff.
Hoi Mai.
Amir Sadri.
Jay Pastor. Jamie Sanchez. Arunya Krishnaswamy. Susie Bautista.
Patricia Enriquez.
Vivian Zakarian.
Peter Mora.
Cherie Cadre.
Andrea Nicole Escobar.
Julie Oberman.
Tara Mullally.
Angela McCurchin.
Emmy Oriana.
Myra Torres Gomez.
Ashley Evans.
Aracelia Chi Unmei.
Dawn Brunzel.
Andrea Dorite.
Todd Parker.
Samuel Markarian.
Raj Basra.
I don't know how to do it. Eric Marcel Jones.
Deborah Rupel.
Jordan Guevara.
Herlene Smith.
Andres Munoz.
Sarah LeCain.
Alexandria Rounds. Danielle Liu. Cassandra Jeromes. Hilda Galan. Mariana Ogasanian.
Lana Moshamel.
Linda Granados.
Benita Davud Hazar.
Lindsay Groves.
Grant Weiss.
Mary Matavosian.
Joseph Aldal.
Lilith Pagosian.
John Wiesenfeld.
Cristela Guido Silva.
Carolina Zamora.
Melissa Hernandez.
Michelle Jensen.
Blanca Aurora Montes.
Lori Harmon.
Jose Ivan Viramontes. Irina Sharp. Romton Erfani. Quinari Terry. Bob Garcia. That was nice. Alexei Rushetkinow.
Good enough. Ali Benedetti.
Sandy Otero.
Elise Coleman.
Jesus Rivera.
Dana Coburn.
Jason Nguyen.
Kristen Terry.
Yishan Shu.
Danielle Music.
Miko Kono.
Carlos Horacio Hernandez.
Pascal Carmouche.
Lydia Escobar.
Do you need water? You need water?
No, I'm good. Hi, Dr.
Hi. Cara, Kenna, Felicia Reyes. Thank you. Madeline Ramirez. Jennifer Roberts.
Alexandra Amy Smith.
Valerie Prado.
Young Woon Kwan.
Gracia Aceves.
Ha Lee.
Norma Aceves.
Bridiana Zuniga.
Yoshira Macias Mejia.
Alexandro Salazar.
Mary Rochelle Chua.
Jose Amaro.
Christine Yebut.
Vanessa Zuniga.
Shalom Kim. Shira Bustani. We keep it. Judith Jennings. Tanaz Anvar. Shabnam Reznavani. Sarah, your aunts. R.J. Larimore. Pravisha Singh.
Josephine Hernandez.
Amber Janisler Hosh Johnson.
Samira Chiantani.
Fiorella Nico Roman.
Dimple Garajani.
Jennifer Castaneda.
Sarah Ganji Baldwin.
Jessica Ireton.
Christina Marie Jaspi.
Anusha Nikomnum.
Christina Bennett.
Sophia Rybalov.
Lacey Crystal Smith.
Blake Gayton.
Sean Husted.
Duncan Ballantyne.
Danielle King.
Caitlin Majewski.
Maria Vargas.
Robert Brewster Nutt Jr.
Christina Pembleton.
Jonathan Park.
Melissa Perez.
Christina Ivanoff. Just leaving off syllables. Cutler Gray. Susanna Murdoch. Sarel Iskandur. Lizette Olmos. Lucy Ontiveros. Sasha Samaranakazi.
Melissa Simon.
John Eddy.
Amelia Moorhead.
Sierra Kiley.
Christina Coca.
Lara Tumberayan.
Sandy Estrada.
Mariana Papipkian.
Christina Granillo.
Amber Hugie.
Veronica Perez.
Jennifer Garcia.
Giselle Victorian Cruz.
Danielle Crumblebuddy.
Juliet Moss.
Sethany Dogra.
Cynthia Bridges.
Raina Kupati. Asasha Roberts. Sabrina Fulgham. Edmund Kwan. John Howell.
Sarah DeLand.
Carly Johnson.
Christine Colatas.
Freddie Garcia.
Alisa Brown.
Sean Pessin.
Lindsay Mertens.
Lucine Makarosian.
Dominique Torres.
Kirsten Froelich.
Alex Resendez.
Catherine Margoquin.
Yan Molly.
Heather McDaniel.
Ryan Thomas.
Charlotte Turvey. Kayla Viegas. Sabrina Lockey. Melissa Nicolay. Julie Lacone. Kevin Zemlicka. Natalia Aviles.
Shizong Deng.
Zulake Salman.
Matthew K. Palmer.
Edward Guan.
Justin Scott Larson.
Esther Jimin Kim.
Amita Naganand.
Losito Garcia.
Autumn Ober.
Cristina Gutierrez.
Jessica McComish.
Antonio Palacios. Tamara Alcantara. Colin Herrera. Don Choi Kim. Adina Izbotsky.
Joella Chaparro.
Kari Hatfield.
Sasha Struthers.
Catherine Cianci.
Shannon Murphy.
Claudia Unani. Alexandra Collins.
Chanel Kriegler.
Q Kadak Katak.
Travis Ring.
Ivan Rueda. Otherwise known as Ivan. Julia Chu. Cynthia Sherelle All. Eva Urbana.
Rebecca Cousin.
Marie Liu.
Stephen Leventhal.
Dean Wake.
Charlotte Buchanan.
Michael Anderson.
Jared Mahandra.
Danielle Disakha.
Leah Oaks.
Janesi Munez.
Allison Awesome Hirschfield.
Cynthia Duran.
Menu Zhou.
Arena Donalian.
Steve Kim.
Vanessa Borjas.
Cheryl Barnd.
William Briggs.
Jonathan Throckmorton.
Stephanie Maurice.
Matt McLean.
Justina Avia.
Dina Alime.
Patricia Cabral.
Roman Zula.
Ibira Calix.
Christopher Poyer.
Ruby Chima.
Caitlin Andrews.
Eunice Ree.
Heather Andrews.
Richard Little.
Lauren Alvarado.
Jennifer Alistia.
Solar Kashishian.
Shauna Summers.
Rachel Rea.
Andrew Hill.
Tony Enright.
Moiko Yamazaki. Megan Burnt. Catherine Farber. Caesar Soriano. Melissa Mendoza. Marnie Shapiro. Karen Kim. Ashley White. Marcia Gregorian. Hasmik Shanuzarian.
Jason Rice.
Silvana Minassian.
Anastasia Alcaraz.
Tiffany Eddy.
Pamela Strongwater.
Teresa Joseph.
Jennifer Howe.
Is that it?
Natalie Reek. Kiva Price. April Ojendike. Eddie Hallaby. Livan Kalanjian. Jocelyn Velasquez. Jeanette Horegi. Cynthia Gonzalez. Alejandro Echevarria. Annalise Andrade. Georgina Garay. Joan Lee.
Lisa Shantz.
Danielle Traficanda.
Catherine Campbell.
Mary Bachachian.
Crystal Price.
Oksana Korninko.
Alyssa Gioncono.
Alita Lambrecht.
Armand Lemoyne.
Woti Win.
Andrea Aguirre. Lauren Piccolo. Patrick Gaynard. EJ Latif. Nicole Steinfeld.
Claudia Landaverde.
Adrian Amor.
Sidaf Abrahimi.
Elizabeth Blanco.
Teresa Knopf.
Ursula Badillo Alacarn.
Deborah Hendricks.
Natalia Yasilinski.
Vanessa Marie Bustamante.
Donna Victor.
Judith Simonian.
Salvi Petros.
Vivian Kodabakshi.
Ma Rika Ledesma.
Cynthia Lazama.
Orlando Chavez.
Jessica Mobelit.
Mikhail Petrosian.
Key Du.
Adam Gare. Zara Molali. Sohail Hariyatitsenkinji.
Jody Brato.
Mess. Linda Marie Monnier.
Megan Pinion.
Sarah Tickley.
Mario Landeros.
Benjamin J. Andrews.
Kevin Kidd.
Maria Victoria Hubbard.
Aram Albaro.
Teresa Denise Agoncillo. Harach Asadorian II. Henrique Garibian. Feng Liang. Jan Auberg.
Song Hyun Paik.
Aida Gavorkian.
Henry Luca.
Jenny Hilbrandt Sterling.
Sean Hilliard.
Jacqueline de Grandes.
Annika Longworth.
No following. Mary Jo Lasso.
Shelley Cohen.
Adolfo Lagamosino.
Emily Rainey.
Sakina Jengbar.
Arlette Kashishian.
Carlos Flores.
Miguel Mendez.
Julie Chekrun.
Sorme Shamlu.
Sarah Hatcher.
Disha Karia.
Camille Valenza.
Brenda Cazada. Monica Robles.
Tanya Garcia.
Erwin J. Gold.
Gabby Augustine.
Stephanie Dawn Swindle.
McCrae Robert Dabu.
Kevin Foley.
Armin Haratunian.
Joy Bartley.
Michelle Ha.
Aiden Calderon.
Marina Masulian. Elizabeth Ketterly. Evelyn Silva. Mariana Contreras. Tynan Kelly.
Sylvia Sanchez.
Jad Kamrum.
Jenna Barale.
Jacqueline Lemus.
Amanda LaPierre.
Lo Lam.
Arena Macarian.
Laurette Bonnie Dela Cruz Sengalang.
Anna Tashian.
Maya Salim Eldarzi.
Denise Santa Cruz.
Nicholas Manuel Medina.
Ryan Falconer.
Adriana Vento.
Kyung-Hun Young.
Linda Ojeda.
Emerson Steedham.
Fatima Delajani. Fabienne Lorenz. Jidheen Jamaz. James. With one. Both of them. Just don't look at this. Prainit Yeol.
Matthew Luke Kadota.
Kimberly Chan.
Alexi Shoto.
Charlene McHale.
Maria Figueroa.
Marlene De Filippis. Stephen Alanete.
Nestor Javier Sanchez.
Sunit Batiha. Luis Reyes.
Tiffany Marie Bitting.
Daniel Kutch.
Crystal Beth Skadron.
Selena Dobson. Susan Penrod.
Carla Roldan.
Michael Dilly. Savak Asad Dorian.
Jessica Vanessa Hernandez.
Pavel Dragoon.
Yo-Yo Wu.
Laura Watkins.
Yoshiki Taniyama.
Veronica Britadu.
Wei Wong.
Amanda Berrigan.
Melissa Brewster.
Jason Rosie.
Sarah Fisk.
Marcos A. Portillo.
Emily Lague.
Liliana Maria Rodriguez.
Helena Beth Shanks.
Futura Spears.
Jennifer Whistle.
Sydney Jones. Ruzbe Zad. Pedram Karam Bergi.
Thank you.
Iman Samadabel. Bereng Zandi.
Amber Bias.
Nilafar Kalibi. Nima Hamdan.
Thomas Stoller. Mara Garcia. Fabian Cook.
Reza Azima.
Annabelle Arias.
Teresa Sito.
Danielle Manke.
Mitzi Nakamura. Ruben Garabobogi.
Kayla Ashley Lenane.
Rachel Hanon.
Elisa Mia Sheldon.
Travis Griffith.
Luke Snyder.
Dawn Hines.
Elizabeth Brock.
Angelica Fraustelupo.
Hillary Giroux.
Gargik Galfayan.
Jillian Ibarra.
Savannah Tomrazian.
Patricia Lara.
Patrick Darahanian. Bonnie Rusin. Guadalupe Lazcano Lopez. Megan Owens. Talene Achillean. Ashley Aitken. Taylor Chung.
Karen Lopez.
Haley Church.
Vanessa Valencia.
Nico Caballo. Eric Rasilla.
Abraham Odebashian.
Jordan Tu.
Tony Taylor.
Vanessa Moultrie.
Juan Miguel Polares.
Jonathan Minia.
Karen Ariano.
Austin Asano.
Diana Portillo.
Stephen Wise.
Matthew Thompson.
Robert McDonald.
David Kim.
Riyanka Daga. Mariam Ravan Dust.
Talene Tamorian.
Rabi Sharanarvard.
Veronica Rodriguez.
Okay. Anmar Adnan Hisiat.
Ibina Gadimian.
Anahet Muradian. You sure you don't need any water? Want a sip?
Yeah, I'll have a sip.
Yeah.
Tasha Tamarana T. Dionand. Patrick Garagosian.
So a lot of people here.
Yeah, can we share?
Yeah, I'm really good.
Anita Sarkeesian.
Thank you.
Tanya Correa.
I didn't even know they could fit this.
Osana Bayajian. Louisa Manassian.
Diana Kashishian. Anthony Platon. Lane Stanatzel.
Alex Shalene.
Kara Ricard.
Kitaya Thrisangrat.
Leah Navaretti.
Eder Infante.
Nicole Kane.
Charles Shattuck.
Lara Umali.
Hila Hardenstein.
Danielle Castreo.
Ararat Tergakassian.
Haley Balazeda.
Rafi Avatazian.
Talar Shanlian.
Joseph Solano.
Jennifer K. Stort.
Allison Lang.
Robert Sandor. Michelle Berkeley Tron.
Nicole Thibodeau.
Heather Edwall.
Jesse Strobel.
Noor Almayoui.
Ellie Scherer.
Shoshana Helfer.
Warren Husky.
Aaron Wilson.
Mark Risman.
Tatiana Montes.
Arnold Oliverian.
Krista Ann Driver.
Manuela Moreno.
Brittany Hugerborst.
Sahara Ahal.
Chelsea Kowitz.
Catherine Chidester.
Marley Spencer.
Jacqueline Martinez.
Austin Smith.
Samuel Havens.
Alyssa Yvette Ignacio.
Lauren Wolk.
Katrina Samedra.
Ryan Webster.
Amber Pope. Brandon K. Brown. Stella Michonne Rollins. Natalie Clausen. Adrian Barnardo. Mamet Ihan. Jessica Lorraine Aviar. Atina Danio. Charles Ekarnen.
Cindy Perez.
Alexandra Cohen.
Jennifer Shikani,
Maez Wahid.
Brecken Bronner,
Raul Trana.
Charlotte Rodriguez,
Disa Grove.
Joel D. Castro, Manya Conning, Caitlin Choate, Danielle Crisp, Eric Ostrander, Jenny Donyide, Lena Sayadian, Cynthia Segovia, Kelly Callahan, Christine Leher, Stephanie Mazzi, Anthony Gwynn, Curtis Darby, Justin Clowder, and Elizabeth Alonso!
Ladies and gentlemen, President Harrison.
I have to get my bearings. So, for one last time, can we please recognize all those who have been honored tonight with our applause? I know that some of you I had not met before, and this was the first time you were meeting me, and I was glad at least I got to meet you before you finished, while you graduate. We had a mother and daughter. We had a couple of mothers-to-be, very soon to be. And it is just such a wonderful evening to celebrate those of you who have worked so hard. I want to thank all of the university departments and programs, the Alumni Association, the University Foundation, memorial funds, employers, and other friends of the university who were the source of the Student Achievement Awards, which we have presented this evening. And please join me in acknowledging those groups who gave us the scholarships. Thank you. And we know that without the parents, the spouses, the partners, the significant others, and families who have supported the students in attaining such excellence, this convocation would not be possible. So would the parents, spouses, and significant others of the students please stand so that we may congratulate you and thank you. Thank you. I wish to thank the Office of Student Development, which coordinated this event, Professor Matt Harris and the CSUN Jazz A Band, and all of the others who have helped to stage this incredible ceremony, including our narrators, the marshals, and the members of our staff from across the university. Thank you all for making this such a great event. Would everyone please join me in thanking our staff who put all of this, and faculty who put all of this together. And before we officially close this ceremony, I ask that all of our students rise for our university alma mater, Hail to the Matadors, under the musical direction of Professor Matt Harris and the Jazz A Band, and performed by Amino Kawaja. Should you find yourself looking at the last page of the Honors Convocation program, you will find the words to the alma mater, and we encourage you to sing along. After the alma mater has concluded, please remain in your seats until the platform party and the faculty have recessed. You are all invited to join us at the conclusion of the recessional for a reception on the Baramian Hall patio to my right. Now, I'm saying that. Students will be marched to the reception where parents and guests may meet them. So that's the agenda. We'll march out, then the students will go out, and then the parents will meet everyone at Baramian Hall Plaza. This concludes our 2013 Honors Convocation ceremony. I thank all of you for being here with us this evening for this important occasion. And I particularly want to encourage those of you who are graduating students to wear your medallions very proudly at our commencement ceremonies later this week. So, good evening to you all, and let's sing the alma mater.